and welcome to the Circus of Crazy, also known as the world. I'm your ringmaster, GalaxyOfInk, here to take you through the crazy acrobatics of life, and today we're going to talk about school events. Now, I'm not talking about school assemblies, that could be another video, they're also interesting. I'm talking about events, homecoming particularly, which we'll get to, dances in general, sporting events that everyone is expected to attend by the way that they announce them over the loudspeaker. I personally can also not speak for concerts and school plays because I'm in the concerts and school plays, so I don't know how those work. By the way, I should add before, actually getting into this, that these are all my personal opinions, and I haven't had the best track record with these sorts of things, as we will quickly discover. So the first sporting event that I ever attended outside of it not being for one of my siblings was a football game, and I didn't go for a sibling, I went for a friend who was in marching band, which played at halftime, so still didn't have any friends on the football team. Didn't go for them. So after the game, we walked around a bit after they first played, and then they ended up abandoning me, and I don't know how to watch football, and I was all alone, so that's one in the not fun section. Later that year, we had our 8th grade dance, which, that was a nightmare for me. I'm just gonna say that that is another video altogether because it has enough to probably be a 20-minute story time video of me complaining about how horrible that was for me. But let's just say I went home and cried, if that's an indication of how that night went for me. So, that's 2 in the not fun section. I went to a lot of track and field stuff, meets actually last year, because 3 or 4 of my friends are in track and field. So I wanted to watch them compete in their events. Difficult to do, because if you don't know how track and field works going in, you're not going to be able to really pick it up the first time that you go to a meet. Turns out sometimes stuff is done at the exact same time, so I was missing everybody and I didn't know how to read the schedule, and also they didn't post the schedule. You're supposed to walk over to the tent of your school and find the schedule, which is stupid, and I had no one else there with me because all of my friends were in the track and field. I also occasionally tried to go to baseball games, which worked out exactly the same, in that I knew one kid on the team, and no one else went with me, so I sat alone and awkwardly watched. It really is that I do want to support my friends. The problem is when all my friends are either in the thing, or more likely that they're not in the thing, but then they just, I guess, don't want to come with me or have other stuff to do because they have rehearsals or I'm still in my show. Practices for their sporting events. When I go alone, it's very awkward because I usually end up being the one sitting there yelling for my one friend who's on the baseball team, and their family is like a little ways away, and I'm just the only one, and it's an awkward situation all around, even if you're an extremely confident person and understand exactly what's going on in the sport. Still kinda awkward. Basketball too. Basketball's another one. I have I have 2 friends that do basketball. I didn't get the chance to go to any of their games last time because also I act a lot. Show I'm in right now. There's a show that I'm going to be in starting January, but December technically. So, I mean, the sports kind of end up lining up with that, and they're mostly at night, so if I have a rehearsal, can't go to the event. But I do still want to support my friends. Even if they don't support me with my stuff. I'll be the good one here sometimes. And I get it, they're all extremely busy. That also ends up becoming a thing where, my rehearsals for shows will be at night, and their practices will be right after school, and I have rehearsals on the weekends, even if they don't have practices on the weekends. So it ends up being that I just don't have friends. I don't think I have friends. Dances. Never attended one. Besides that mess of an 8th grade dance. God, that was a mess. However, we have a few dances at our school. So we've got homecoming, which is coming this Saturday. So by the time that I upload this, later that night I might have another story time video already lined up, because, we'll see how this goes. We do a Sadie's dance a little way through the year, which is supposed to be like a girls ask guys thing, but I think it's kind of flipped because I'd never ask a guy because, no guys ever asked me. This is the first time that I have been asked to a dance this time, and I said yes, and we'll see how that goes. It's very strange. I don't understand how it works. Is the fact that I said yes now mean that I'm dating them? I mean, I don't want to be dating them. Because also, my original thing is that, for a little bit of a hint, last time that I went to my 8th grade dance, I intended to be hanging out with friends, and they just hang out with the people who invited them, or, the 3 girls, including me, that didn't get asked by guys. I thought we'd be hanging out together, and, nope. I got tricycled, so I decided to just nip that in the bud this year, and since none of my friends even brought up homecoming to me this year, I just decided to say yes when that person asked me, because I figure at least I'll be with someone, and hey, this is a genuine, well, this is a friend of mine, the guy who asked me, so I don't know what the heck any of his intentions there were, but I said yes because he's a close friend of mine, and I enjoy his company. Not in that way. I don't have a crush on him, but I do genuinely enjoy his company, and I wanted to go to a dance, and I wanted to hang out with friends while I do it, and I figure, while I probably originally would have been intending on going with some of my girlfriends, they probably would just ignore me anyway, so might as well go with someone who's probably more likely to, you know, enjoy my presence or spend time with me, I figure, is my reasoning here. Okay, so I don't understand. If you ask someone to a dance, are you dating them now? Do you have feelings for them? Because I know that you can ask people as friends, but I think you're supposed to make it clear that you're going as friends. That person didn't do that. I have no idea how this works. Prom is usually, you have to go with a romantic partner, or else you're just a group of friends. Sadie's is all romantic. Homecoming seems to be the lesser of the 3. So I guess that's good news? I don't know. Yeah, the thing with Sadie's is that I'd probably never ask a guy, because this is the first time that a guy's ever asked me, so, I'd never have the confidence to walk up to someone. In that way, I don't really have confidence. If I was confident about the person, that they'd say yes, I'd do it, but I need to have clear intentions, and know their clear intentions. It just wouldn't work for me. It would not work. Prom I can't go to. I'm a sophomore this year, as I mentioned last week, so prom's not an option, but we'll see how that works. Prom dresses can be upwards to like hundreds of dollars. Actually, while we're on the small topic, the 8th grade dance, I know a girl who spent like $150 on a dress, and I'm like, why? Like, it's not a wedding dress deal where you're wearing it one night, but it cost you like your finger. But still, it's like, just get a normal dress? I don't know. I don't even know how much dresses cost. I don't really wear dresses all that much, if, you know, y'all couldn't tell already. In a general sum up, school events don't really seem to usually go well for me. I usually get abandoned and, feel awkward and go home either thinking, I don't think I've left a school event thinking, no, the track meets have been fine. I usually go home from the track meet saying, I felt good, I understood genuinely what was happening, they're running really fast around the track, so I can pick that much up, and I supported my friends, I feel great, but I think every other school event that I've gone to in the sense of sporting events or dances, I've left either crying or just genuinely thinking that it would have been exactly the same had I just stayed home, and I probably would have been for the better, because at least I would have gotten some time to myself. So, Saturday, we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll have a more, eventful story for you next week, but you can click right here to subscribe, you can click right here for more of my videos, or you could click down below to like, and another down below to comment if you scroll further. Thanks, bye!